Okay, so it's been a while since I've vlogged, and I think the last vlog I had was yeah, it was when I moved here, and it's already been about at least a month and a half to 2 months since I've moved into my new place. And I have to say that compared to the panic attacks that I've been having in the other place, here it feels more like home, more relaxed. It's not as pretentious. And I need to get back into vlogging. Now, one of the biggest impacts that convinced me to go back onto this ride was to turn off my Facebook. Social media is such a major sink in time that it taught me that I'm actually losing value in the value of time. And time is such a valuable thing because, especially when you're going into your 30s, you start to realize how finite time is. You have less chance to experiment, and you need to really plan out or at least have a goal as to what you want to do. And the journey of how I even got to this position of, coming into Vegas, having a lot of supportive friends and family, and having an abundance of, I guess, opportunities and resources, at least abundant to me, is that I had to set towards a goal. And this goal oriented mentality started when I was working at Fitbit in San Francisco a few years back, because I wasn't really working the best position. I was still doing UX to a degree, but I really wasn't valuing my time enough. So then, you know, at this critical point, I decided, you know what, I'm wasting time. I don't like where I am at. I need to do something more. And that's when I started doing research. I did some like practices, started planning out how I wanted to do things and what I wanted to do, and just learning more. I'm at this point again where I'm starting to get a bit frustrated, and I feel like I'm in this low-key depression that is not very evident. But I can tell based on how I know myself, which is important, knowing yourself, and ultimately looking at what I'm doing and realizing I'm falling back into some very problematic behaviors that are wasting time. And when I understood those triggers were happening again, I needed to get back into research mode. I needed to get back into doing things, planning things, executing. And that convinced me I needed to stop. I needed to stop the things that were taking away a lot of time from myself, because I only have so many years to live, so many years to accomplish certain things, make friends, have experiences, and do a lot of things that are important to me, as much as create value for, those around me as much as the world. And even like with planning for alongside my coordinators for Las Vegas UX UI, I wasn't really putting in the effort that I felt was of value. And my peers, Jonathan, John, and Brady, all of them have been putting in some sort of effort or thought. And I needed to step up some way, somehow. I mean, Jonathan has already got partnerships with other meetups around the world, and even the partnership of Adobe XD. And I felt like, you know what, that's the type of value I want to provide to other people, and I need to get back onto that. So I felt two things. One, I needed to get back into vlogging. Two, I needed to execute on plans and designs as much as the creation of them, in order to furthermore create value for myself, if anything, and to just, steamroll, kind of snowball that forward. I've been helping create value for other people. I've been helping other people create value for themselves lately. And, it's tough because as a designer, you really need to keep creative, and just strategizing and planning in mind, and just an active part of your life. Because if you don't, it's going to start dying. I mean, there are psychologists that even mention if you're not really practicing the muscle that you're good at, you're going to lose it. Not to say that muscle memory can't bring it back over time by re-practicing it again, but you have to be very mindful of what you're going to lose if you're not practicing it. And currently over the last few months, I've been in a more managerial role, so I'm not doing as much design. So I felt a part of myself was dying. So, this vlog, amongst many others, is very important to me. one of my good friends for a long time, colleagues, and someone that I'm mentoring, Danushka Kumarasinghe. What I found very important is not so much that I'm mentoring him, but he's also mentoring me. Mentoring shouldn't be a one-way street. A really good growth-oriented mentorship should be a two-way exchange. And so what he's given me, as much as I've given him, is he's given me advice, especially on how to structure these vlogs. And he pitched to me this idea, well, why don't you do your stream of thought for one vlog, and then its secondary vlog, do a more comprehensive version of it. And I thought this is a fantastic idea. And, a lot of people are very cognizant about stepping on glass around me. But I honestly say, be genuine, be forthcoming. I mean, I'm being honest with you, be honest with me. I can take, as much criticism as advice because these are valuable aspects of growth. And yeah, so here I am. This is my first return to vlogging on a more genuine level, because the last one, which even though it's a success with the Gordon Ramsay thing, I want to get back into the stream of thoughts and then go into a deeper dive afterwards. I'm in a different video. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. If you're seeing this right now, I appreciate you seeing this and holding me accountable, especially now that I've turned off a good chunk of my social media interactions. And now, to be clear, the reason why social media was a problem is because for me, I'm very active. I really enjoy interacting and learning from people. So social media, as beneficial as it can be to be in connection with where society is at, you carry a lot of the baggage and the feelings associated with that experience. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll catch you guys next time, and I appreciate you watching this, okay?